Hello everyone, this is Michael217, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Last time we didn't really do much as far as progressing in the main game. We kind of just explored Hyrule Town and showed more of what you can do here now that we have the items that we have, and I got a couple more heart pieces. Now I'm at 7 heart containers, did a little bit of exploring in the Hyrule Castle Garden. And the main thing that we want to get accomplished in this episode is get the item that we need in order to actually explore the Castor Wilds, which is the in the southeastern portion of Hyrule. That is where our next element is. That's where we're going next. But we need a special item to actually explore that, and where we're actually going to get that is right here. This guy apparently gets bored making shoes. This is a shoe shop. So let's shrink down. We have one of these pots again that we can shrink in. And apparently those shoes they knocked down just disappeared. I don't understand why that happens, but oh well, I'm not going to argue. Otherwise they'd be in my way, so... Alright, so we have these minishes here. And I guess you can just talk to any one of them. And this one will tell us about the Pegasus boots. And if you played previous 2D Zelda games, you'll know the Pegasus boots will allow you to run really fast. They're most notable in A Link to the Past. So they do make a return in this game, and that is how we will be getting across the mucky water in the Castor Wilds. So that is ultimately the item that we're looking for. Unfortunately, this shoemaker has fallen asleep, so we need to wake him up. And apparently we have to go to Syrup's hut, which is located in Minish Woods. They're going to mark it off on our map for us, which is nice of them. So now we have to make our way over to the northern part of Minish Woods. We have not explored that part yet. It's not in the same area that we were earlier when we were going for the first element at the very beginning of the game. So we're going to have to find out how to get to the northern part of the Minish Woods. So that's our next destination. Let's go out the eastern exit. And we haven't really been into the eastern, or Lon Lon Ranch, I guess we can call it, too much. Pull up these bombs to clear the way here. And we're gonna have a little more recognizable characters here. We have Malon and Talon. I don't know if that's what these characters' names are, but they're clearly based off of Malon and Talon from Ocarina of Time. And Talon here, who's also based off of Mario. Just like how Inyu is based off of Luigi. Apparently he lost his key and he can't get into his house, so we see a nice little small door here and a stump we can shrink on, so just put 2 and 2 together. And we're gonna have to shrink down. And then go inside of his house. And grow back up. And, oh man, I can just imagine... imagine what would happen. I mean, thankfully a noble person like Link got this magical hat that allows him to shrink. Imagine if, like, a thief got this hat. And yeah, you find the spare key inside one of those pots. Imagine if a thief got this hat. Imagine what he'd do. You know, he'd be sneaking into houses and growing back up and stealing shit from people. Oh man. Definitely gotta keep this hat in the right hands, that's for sure. Anyway, let's go back up and talk to Talon, or Mario, whoever you want to call him. And we'll give him his key, and he'll let us in. You do have to do this to get to where we want to go, so I'm not just doing this for the hell of it. Yeah, that was a little bit of a Epona song she was singing right there. Nice reference to Ocarina of Time, indeed. This game has a lot of Ocarina of Time references. If you watched the last episode, you've probably also noticed the carpenters that we met. The same carpenters from Ocarina of Time. At least they're based off of the carpenters. You know, the ones with the bald head and all flamboyant and they yell like "Rah!" Only they don't do that in this game, I don't think. Anyway, we're gonna need to get up. And I don't think this is the right place. Nope, this is the right place. Never mind. Actually, I don't think it is. I'm not 100% sure. Let's just do this anyway. Push this out of the way. We have a chest over here. And 50 useless rupees. That was wonderful. See, I just, that's what bothers me. That's the little tiny thing that bothers me about this game is that, I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it. Unless you just happen to know what's in the chest, and yeah, it was pointless. Eventually, there's going to be a character up there that we can talk to. Oh, we have to jump down, don't we? But yeah, there's just a lot of times with the whole kinstone thing is that, you won't know whether or not there's a kinstone in there or just useless rupees. So that can get kind of annoying. Because, I find myself opening every chest I find because, I'm always concerned there might be a kinstone. And this is where I wanted to go. And sometimes I just pick up useless rupees, so that can get kind of on my nerves and push this rock while we're here. And what we have to do is just go up here with the cane, and actually we don't want to shrink. We can get over there and get a kinstone piece, but I'm not going to waste time. I just want to get this show on the road and get what we want to get. I'll try to come back to that later. If I can just find the time to do it. I probably should have done that right now. What I want to do is just keep floating. Don't go to the right there. You might think you want to, but no. I want to keep going across this little waterway. That's the only way you would get here at this point in the game is floating over it, because you can't swim yet. And then just move your way out here. We have a brief look at Lake Hylia, which is where our 4th temple is going to be. And this is where we want to be, the northern part of the Minish Woods. Just make our way over here, and this is Syrup's hut. And we have that classic music from the other Game Boy Zelda's Link's Awakening and the Oracle games, which, by the way, I've mentioned this before, but I've actually never played the Oracle games. The only 2 Zelda games I've never played. The Oracle Ages and Oracle Seasons. Anyway, this is what we need to get, is this mushroom. And we'll just buy for like 40 rupees or something like that. It's a wake-up mushroom, so that's what we're using to wake up the shoemaker. And since I don't want to show the backtracking back to Castor Town, I'll cut back to that. But first, there is a heart piece we can get here, so I'm going to show that really quickly. Right down here. You may have noticed that early in the game, and we're here, like on part 2 of the Let's Play. But yep, now we can get this heart piece. And we're just racking up the heart pieces now. Let me see where we're at right now. Okay, 1/4. So yeah, we're actually getting them pretty quickly, but anyway, I'll see you back at the Castle Town. Okay, we are back at Hyrule Castle Town, and we want to go back into the shoe shop, of course, and yes, I know, I'm not stupid. Just go up to this guy and talk to him, and it will automatically bring out the mushroom, and then he'll smell it and wake up. And then we'll tell him about how we need the Pegasus boots. So let's just get through this. He'll finish him really quick for us, and we won't have to go off and do a dungeon while we wait for him to finish it like we did with Malari and the sword. We just get him right away, which is cool. The Pegasus boots, and unlike A Link to the Past, where they're automatically equipped and you just press like the Y button or something to use them, these are equipped to a button, so they will take up a space, and I'll equip them right now. And this is how they work. You press them, you press the button they're assigned to, and then you'll dash like this. Now, unlike A Link to the Past, you don't have your swords sticking out. We will eventually get a Tiger Scroll that does give us that ability, but we can't do that right now. I think you have to do that after the dungeon. I don't know if you can get... you know what? I am going to quickly check that out. Where do we want to go? I want to quickly see if we can get any new moves. I don't think we can. If we can't, then whatever. Okay, yeah, apparently we can. And because we have a new sword. And it is the Rock Breaker. And this will actually allow... Okay, I'm glad we got this. I really am glad we're going to be getting this. This will allow us to break pots with our sword, and I think rocks as well. I'm not sure if I read that correctly. So, much needed. That saves us from having to pick up every pot and throw it in order to break them. Now I can just use our sword on them. Again, you know, that's just strange to me. Like how... I mean, was our old sword really that weak that it couldn't even break pots? I mean, it's a freaking sword! How can you not break pots with the sword? We need to power it up to break these things. And actually, on that note, we had to learn how to do it. We had to go to a teacher and learn how to break pots. Were you, like, swinging the sword wrong? Ugh. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. But it does say it's a rock breaker, so I'm guessing we can also break rocks with this swing as well. So, either way, I'm glad we got that. So, let's go to Castor Wilds. I'll cut to that. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I can kind of take the shortcut. Because this is not too long of a walk from here. This is the shortcut we opened up earlier. And once I get here, I'll be ending this episode off. Ow! Get out of here. And we will be exploring this and making our way across in the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.